Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they are prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Well, we're back at it again. Welcome back, everybody, to the room. Hope everybody's doing okay. Just fix this. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing okay. So good to be back with you one more time. Good morning to everybody, except Debbie. You seriously need to change your name from Debbie Crony to Outside Crony, because I don't get it. It's like your feet needs to be outside every single day. You don't know about rest. Vacation means you rest. Sleep late, wake late, just sleep, relax. But every time I turn around, this lady's on the road. Man, my gosh. Anywho's, I hope you're checking on my collaterals. Good morning, Shante. Good morning, Shauna. Morning, Betty, and morning, Rita. I am doing okay. Thanks so much. Good morning. Good morning. Melvin Brown, how are you, my brother? Hope all is well. Good morning, Patsy Burke. Good morning, Delroy. Yeah, we need to put Shanti on the payroll. Listen, she shows up every morning on time and make sure she tags the whole Marish and the parish. Can't pay her enough for that job. Thank you so much, Shanti. You appreciate it. All right. Also, good morning. According to the person, the little girl in that meme, don't love me. You know, I'm the last thing on your mind when you're out gallivanting all over the place behind Kenwin. Morning, Terrence. Zaf, what up? You good? Morning, Valerie. Morning, Lisa. Good morning. Shout out to my friends out there in New York. Heard that it's raining and it needs to rain until September 8th or thereabouts. Good morning, Kyra. Morning, Linda. Morning, Shauna. Morning, Shelly. Atlanta checking in. Jenny James, good morning. Morning, Keisha. How are you? Hope all is well. Morning, CJ. You catch a cold? Will you manage that? Do you hear me people talking about how bad this is and you're catching cold? Morning, Akeem. Morning. What she come inside this sucking shit about Jacqueline? What happened? Morning, Clarence. Morning, everybody. If you're listening on radio 95.1, 95.3, or you're on YouTube, good morning and welcome to the show. Morning, Ingrid. Jacqueline, what happened to you? What is this sucking of teeth about? What upset you this early morning? Anywho's. So, I want to shout out again, folks. Florida people, y'all need to check in. Jackie, you messaged me? Where? Morning, Lydia. Listen, my inbox. Listen, Jackie, with the help I was trying to get for that young lady, my inbox, and I tell you, it's like hot. Like job need to chop that line right now. That inbox is like, I'm peeping from outside now because it's just so much. It's like literally another job to just go through my my messages. Let me scroll down. When you message me, Jacqueline, but Jackie, you have my phone number, so why are you messaging me? Where's she messaging me? Anyways, remind me to check after I'm through. It means nothing from you. That means I have to scroll all the way down. But yeah, the young lady sent me a message this morning, and she basically said, I want to send a special thank you to all the persons, everybody who contributed to my kids and I. To say I'm grateful is an understatement. We are so, so thankful to everyone who sent school supplies and food stuff, monetary contributions. Thank you so much. I want to say a special thank you as well to Miss Kathy from New York, who is currently on the island. She's a wonderful soul. But most appreciated are the job offers that are being, or the jobs that are being offered to me. I am overly overjoyed. Thanks so, so much, everyone. And that definitely made my heart sing this morning. I don't know, helping is just a good feeling. And you don't do it for you. It's just a good feeling, and you don't look for anything um in return. I don't think there's somebody else saying I'll be in Grenada on the 10th of September. I can bring them some stuff for them. That would be greatly appreciated. Um yeah, we can be good when we're good. And for the most part, sometimes that's why you don't get too caught up in all the negativity, because when it's called for action and it's time to help, I must say, whenever I put out these messages, these calls for help, I'm always overwhelmed by the response, from people here, from people overseas. And a lot of the times, what makes it truly amazing is that it's not from people who have, like, they have a lot. But to take from the little they have to give to somebody else in need, it's just nothing short of, amazing, nothing short of just awesome. So thank you so much. Imagine you having only one and you have your own children. Like somebody said to me yesterday, listen, I have my share of struggles, but I'm still going to reach out and offer some sort of help. And then I was like, listen, if you really can't, you don't have to. I don't want to put yourself so much out of the way that it leaves you at a disadvantage. If you really, really can't. And they're like, no, I have to. And I'm like, thank you. So thanks so much to everyone who reached out and offered some help. I want to pick up Bobby. Bobby does give a lot of trouble on social media. Bobby's like, Mr. Ramish, good morning. I saw he made a post this morning saying that he wanted to help a child. When we don't realize how blessed we are sometimes, um, your blessings multiply when you give, and you give from your heart with nothing, no ulterior motives. You don't look for no camera. You don't want nothing in return. And to see Bobby, um, who's always playing the fool on Mark's platform. But I must say, he's one of the dads that I wish every dad could really try to be like. Bobby, I need to get you on the show so you can talk to your brothers, your friends around your age. Because to see the way you publicly take care of your son, lives with you full time, more times than not, you'll see children with their mothers, but you see him with you, and you playing the fool, but you still, when it comes to your responsibility, you handle that. Enough respect. Enough respect. Somebody call him Maga Boy and tell him I say big up himself. Because, I mean, you see people enjoying themselves, but when it comes to his son, he makes sure that he's good. You see him posting him, you see him doing stuff with him. And, this morning when I saw he made that post, um, saying that he wants to give back to a child. As a matter of fact, when he put out the word, he was only looking for one. Now he ended up with two. He was looking for a grade two child in need of assistance, preferably a boy. And he said he had almost new books and he will sponsor a bag with supplies. And he can do shoes and other basic items as well. And he ended up with not one, but two children in need of assistance. And didn't ask anybody else to help. He's just that's his good deed. So I'm proud of you, Bobby. I'm proud of you, man. And I think a lot more of us could do that. You could jump up. But I say every mickle make a muckle, every just one and one is two. Just every little bit helps. Government can't do everything, you know? We, the people, sometimes are in a better position to help and help quicker. Because when you have to go through all the red tape and send to this ministry and that ministry, and you can get frustrated. Talk to this person, and they put you on to another person, and it's like a complete runaround. So I want to shout out Bobby and others who probably do their part silently. Don't post any pictures, but you know you do your part to help a child or somebody in need. Shout outs to you. All right, so big up Bobby, big up yourself, man. What I have to say, well, that's one man I willing to make a single father. What is what I'm talking about? If I looking for a young man, you're asking for a friend. Me, Papa, I tell you from yesterday what they say. All what they out here these days is stress. Stress. I ain't looking for nothing. I'm good, very good. You know what I realize with y'all? Y'all hate to see people smiling and happy. Y'all like when people stress to come and bring more stress in their life. What if I ain't looking for a young man? Nope. I'm not looking for nada zilch. Go look for somebody else to stress. Y'all love seeing people in misery and then looking like hard times and bad times and sad times. Nope. I'm very good, Andrea Macmillan. I'm very good. So whoever friend you're asking for, including yourself, I am good. We're looking for well, Jackie, see what our dress for ODS. So I'm sparkling. So it's just a top. A little sheen top. Listen, you can no longer buy stuff and put down. You don't know what tomorrow holds, so you have to enjoy it. Stop leaving things for or putting it away for a special. Make every day a special occasion. Something we do a lot of. We wait for a special occasion. What if that special occasion never comes? What if you gain weight or you lose so much weight that you can't even wear it? You know. So you got to do what you got to do, right? Stop waiting for a special occasion and make every day a special occasion. Find something to smile about and be grateful for. Something we always do. Oh, I'm gonna leave that dress for a special occasion. Now buy an outfit, but I ain't wearing it yet. I'm leaving it for a special occasion. What if the special occasion never come? After COVID, the amount of shoes I had to throw out. You much time I come to work, walking across the car park, feeling 19, and I just find I'm walking high and low. Shoe bottom fall off because you're saving them for you're going this event or you listen. The amount of shoes dry rot on me that I had to throw, saving them when I could have worn them to come to work every day. That's where I spend most of my time at work. I could have worn them to come to work every single day, like just dress up. Because during COVID, I was coming to work every day. I was still putting on my makeup and still dressing up like, yeah, people in town. Sometimes when I drove through town, nobody. Left them there for the year plus, and shoe bottom was just falling off. Like, nobody's business because you save them. Buy them, put them down, wear it once, put it there, and I'm going to wear it again. Stop, Patsy, yes. Stop leaving things for special occasions and create your own special occasion. Live for today. That's right, Crody. That's why you're outside every day. You didn't mean to go outside every day, though. Live for today. Make the best of every day that comes. Because the way things are going, none of us know when we're going to depart this earth. You know, there are people young, middle age, all sorts of ages. When you look at the obituary, sometimes it's like a wake up call when you see somebody in their 20s and 30s, 40s, and early 50s gone. Saw sort of RIP for a young man that worked with, can't remember the name of the place. What's the name? Butterbird? Somebody. And I saw so many people. Them man in age can do walk around the house, Aruna. You need a young handyman in the place. Kareem, where are you? I thought I saw you on some plane somewhere. Budget Marine, yeah. He's gone. Iva, good morning. Thank you so much, Iva. Iva and Tracy, they locked on. Yeah, Iva just drops off the biggest, sweetest melons every time. And I'm telling you, big. And I'm telling you, some big, sometimes you get a big melon and it watery. Listen, it's like sugar cane. Thanks so much, Ivor. Always pumping power. Appreciate you as always. Have a good one, all right? Yourself and Tracy, big up. So I have a bone to pick with this gentleman who claims his wife is a cold fish. Y'all really don't encouraging like marriage these days, it's like y'all encouraging shack up and when it done, it done. Because it's like it seems as though the most amount of issues we have lately is that of married people. Hey, Jarrell, come off my life, please. Jackie said Karim is one Rasta man that was honorable. I don't know about that, no, Papa. These days, everybody doing something. Adriel, young, old, same difference, same stress, same problems. So the man says that his wife is a cold fish who refuses to be intimate with me, hug me, or kiss me. And when she does allow intimacy, he says, which is very, very rarely, she acts like it's the worst thing ever and like she can't stand me. And as a man, this has killed my confidence. I don't want my marriage to end. And each time she gets, some clue that another woman is showing interest, or each time another woman does something friendly for me, that's when she gets up in her feelings and treats me well for a couple days. Then it's back to square one. And he how he disrespectful. I mean, I was in full sympathy with him until he got to the part about she's an Aquarian, if that helps. So you're out of place. We only get that way when we have reasons. We easily detach and we're quick to turn off, switch on and off. Yeah, we have a bit of bipolar tendencies, but if you don't trigger it, you're not gonna get it. We know how to like switch. Like you wouldn't know what we're feeling unless we say to you. We have a poker face all the time. And a lot of the times it's to protect ourselves, you don't go around showing everybody. We are sort of self reliant and we're an air sign, you know, and of course, air is our elemental sign. And like air, we lack a distinct form and appear to resist classification. We don't want to be pushed in any particular bracket. While the other signs are active and enthusiastic and y'all are always hype and we're more reserved and, laid back, and sometimes we're calm, we're sensitive, and a lot of the times people see it as being cold and aloof. But when you have an Aquarian in your corner, you have somebody in your corner for life unless we sense any sort of betrayal. When we get angry, we get agitated, but we always attempt to remain emotionally aloof, so you wouldn't know. And sometimes our best way of dealing with it is completely ignore the person. I don't want to be going back and forth with you every minute of the day. So we ignore you. Our ignore game is strong. But when we do become very infuriated to the point of blowing up, that is the part where we can say a lot of hurtful things and become verbally abusive. we move. So he says he does not want to continue living like this. He's talked to her several times, and each time she says she loves him and acts like she doesn't know what he's talking about. And he says it wasn't always like that. When they were dating in the first couple of years, it was pure fire and steamy. And he reckons she's bipolar. Listen, there are many men who can identify with you, at least in part. I mean, the issue of having challenges with a sex life in marriage is not unique at all, based on what I've heard and conversations I've had with people. The whole thing about marriage is making a commitment to intimacy, and that includes sexual intimacy. And maybe I don't want to put all the blame at her because I don't know her side of it. We're just going on what you said. And a lot of the times, what people do is just tell the part of the story that makes them look good and go into the part that makes the other person look bad. Because unless this woman is like very bipolar, like you said, or have a lot of mental issues, I will not sit here and put all the blame on her for acting that way. You don't just get up and start acting cold and refusing to be intimate with your partner. And when you do, it's like a chore. It's like get it over with. There's no enjoyment, no nothing. So you probably need to do some self-analysis as well. You probably need to not jump to conclusions. There are many reasons she could be unavailable sexually. It could be a matter of her health or a matter of hurt and unresolved issues. For y'all, it's easy. Y'all could be upset with us. We could just quarrel, and that wouldn't stop you from wanting to be intimate in the next second. For us, we need to get out of that mood. We don't touch me. Like, leave me alone until I'm good. I'm emotionally good. Some might do it, but it's not because they want to. They might just do it to appease you. But it's different. Whether you're vexed, we could just curse each other, nasty 2 minutes ago. Once you are ready for business, it's business. But for us, it don't work that way. So maybe there's some hurt and unresolved issues that you're not telling us about that she has on her mind that's weighing her down and doesn't make her feel like being intimate with you. It doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't love you or want to be with you. Because you're still saying you want your marriage, therefore you got to make every effort to salvage this blessing you've been afforded. Do you guys go out? Do you take her on dates? I mean, like I said, I'm just going on one side. Could be totally wrong, but I'm just going on one side. She deserves every effort to stabilize things. Don't give up on her or your marriage. You know, find out what's causing her to feel the way she feels. What's going on? Do you need to bring in somebody else, a therapist, a counselor, whatever the case might be? I know I use this word a lot because I strongly believe in counseling and therapy. It really, really, really works. Hearing a complete stranger put things down in a way you never probably recognized or realized, or you just didn't want to hear it from the person you're with, but hearing it from somebody else makes it make sense. Do you guys go out on dates? Does she feel loved? Does she feel cared for? A lot of the times people get married and they think that okay, that's it. As soon as you walk down the aisle, say I do, and reception over, it means we no longer date each other. We no longer do things together. Dating your spouse or your partner is very powerful. It has the power to reignite and increase lost flames. And that is a lot of the times I hear people saying it's one of the things that happens in the relationship. They just get comfortable and fall into this you know mundane routine every day and don't do a lot of the things they did before, the things that made him propose. the things that made her excited about being your wife. You get the title, ring on finger, and you're just walking like this, and that's it. No, that's when you actually start the work. And I learned that firsthand. It's not wedding day, it's what happens after. So if you all have issues that you're not telling us about, maybe you need to sit and have that conversation with her, lay it out, itemize how you feel, how her lack of interest makes you feel. And if that's not doing it, maybe you need to schedule a few sessions with a counselor for both of you to discuss how you feel individually. Then maybe you can do some sessions together. But I pray that the fire of romance returns to your marriage and you both will find great satisfaction in each other's arms. Who really wants to be in a relationship where there's no intimacy? That has to be, I don't know. That must be tiring. And, it's like the lady yesterday getting to 40 after being married at 23, and then she's bored and she just found herself. It's not all roses. Like, I think we get caught up in the social media part, which shows the beautiful pictures, the nice dress, the bridesmaid and the groomsman, and your hubby all decked out in sharpest fitting suit, the decor, the theme. A lot of people get drawn into that, and it's important to. I think we probably need older couples who've been married for a long time to be the ones to counsel young women and men or whatever age or getting married for the first time, because they are counselors. But sometimes the counselors are just people who are doing it as a job and may or may not be married themselves. So it's more clinical. They're just going by the book. But I think people who've married 20, 15, 20 plus years are in the best place to have the conversation and to let people know that it's not all sunshine and roses. There are days you're gonna get up and can't stand this man. There are days you're gonna get up and you can't stand her. But you love her. But I just can't deal with you today. You're just annoying today. I mean, I know you used to fart every now and again, but I didn't know you was that often. So you're in my bed every night and I have to like literally duck. And it's annoying. Little things, I mean, you're in sleep and you mean something, the smell will blast you awake. It's just a little thing. So you walk into the bathroom and when you didn't turn on the lights and you sit and then your legs are wet, your butt wet because he just peed all over the toilet seats and turned his back, didn't even a lot of things can really, really annoy you. Take off his clothes wherever and just throw it on, leave it in the back in the bathroom. We'll walk out of the bathroom, get it from getting a shower with a million droplets of water on him and just stand on the mat, and you go into the bathroom and the wet mat is under your feet. It's a lot of little things that can be very annoying. Sometimes you'll be amazed at the little things that causes people to lose, that like, that love for each other. Or you get so comfortable that you no longer take care of yourself. Before you were married, you were your hairdresser, your nail tech, were best friends. Update your wardrobe. You'll go out, you'll smell good. And after that, it's like you just get up and put a woogie in your hair and you bounce or tie it up or something of the sort, and no effort, no nothing. There's a lot that, really contributes to people losing interest in each other. And you have to ask yourself, well, if that is what got the person in the first place, if I stop doing it, wouldn't it take away that interest? I mean, yes, as you go through, you probably things get busy. You probably have children now, but you still have to find time for yourself. You still have to make time for you. can be so engrossed in the family that you lose yourself and you let yourself go. You start putting on, a lot of weight, you know, and then dude looking at you like, okay, you got to pass because you just had a baby, but it's now 7, 8 months down the road, year going on 2, and you're still in the same position. You've just gotten comfortable with your mom body, and I'm not feeling that. That's not what I'm attracted to. You might call him shallow, but he's keeping it real. That's not what he was attracted to. So there's a lot of things that we do that contribute to losing interest in our partners, that we really need to take stock of. And sometimes it's not the big things, it's sometimes the little things that add up over time. So you probably start with, okay, I just cooked, right? I served you your plate, you got up, you ate, not even that meal was good, nothing. You belch, drop your plate in the sink, then you go and sit in front of the television, or ethnic fatigue takes you and you go lay on your bed and you're sleeping and not even, okay, well, you cooked, so you know what, let me clean up, let me do the dishes, because you cooked. So now you're in the kitchen fretting and you're upset. You can't stand this man, look, your slave for how long to prepare a meal. And the other wretched even say, you know what, let me do some dishes still, let me help her clean up the kitchen, and you're there mumbling and you're upset with yourself. And then you start building those little resentment every time he does it. So the question is, do you have the conversation with him about it? And a lot of times we take each other for granted. It's like, okay, well, she cooks, so I eat. I couldn't care less. And vice versa. So it's a lot of things that adds up over time. Little things add up over time. Andrea, I don't want to use the other word before I get blocked. And then lay down snoring, and you cleaning up kitchen, and you still have to go see after baby, and there's no input, there's no, hey, okay, you cook, let me help you clean up the kitchen, or let me take care of baby, or go for a walk with baby. So you get tired over time. Nobody's a machine, everybody has feelings. And a lot of the times what you find in relationships, people want you to take their feelings into consideration, but couldn't give two hoots about yours. Like, you're supposed to put yours on ice and always massage theirs, make sure that they're okay. But it says, is the you sleeping and snoring and I can't sleep? And they sleep very comfortably while you're sitting there, creating all the scenarios in your head, but you don't want to go to jail. So you continue to, make those little ideas formulate. And what do you have? You start being distant, and you're like, I can't stand this man anymore, or I can't stand this woman anymore. So instead of saying she's a cold fish, maybe you need to ask her what's going on. Is she okay health wise? Ensure that she gets herself checked out. Recommend going to the doctor, make sure that everything is okay. You never know, it could be hormonal, could be you never know. So instead of just, because like you said, it was not like that. So something obviously had to happen to get her to be like that now. Because according to you, it wasn't always like this. When you guys were dating, the first couple of years, it was pure fire and steamy. So what happened? What put out the fire? Why it's no longer steamy? So y'all need to have the conversation. Instead of labeling her as a cold fish, y'all need to have the conversation. Talk to each other about everything, right? We talk to other people instead of speaking to each other. That is so true. So she'll go complain to her girlfriends. He'll go complain to his guy friends. Everybody outside of the relationship knows what's going on, but the two of you have not had that conversation to figure it out. Like you said, you don't want to lose a marriage. You still love her, and that's a good place to start. So have the conversation. Terrence says, stop marrying for looks and see the inner person, because after a certain age, most women shift and somebody shame themselves or blame the other. Jackie, I might have too much problems after I finish counseling you. Yes, I can make it. I might need counseling after I finish counseling you. Therapy after I finish Anyways, I think that's all the time we have. I'll check in tomorrow. Final one for the week. I'm supposed to have a guest tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be having a guest tomorrow, and it's all to do with helping people and young mothers in need. Miss Liz Forsyth. Um, she'll be checking in with me tomorrow. Started a foundation which is geared towards helping women, etc., in need, and I think it's a really good start. A really good place to start. So tomorrow we should be having that conversation. So I'm looking forward to having her here. Um, for those seeking help, you probably get more information. All right. So on that note, I bid you all adieu. We shall reconvene at 11 a.m. in the forenoon. Sit down. Yeah. So she's gonna be here tomorrow, so we're gonna have that conversation. All right. So I hope to see you guys back here, same time, same place. Um, thank you so much for checking in, and have a great Wednesday. Andrea, yes, it should be an interesting conversation. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Western Union, for checking in, and thank you so much to everybody for being here as per usual. Have yourselves a great Wednesday, everybody.